Good morning, everybody. It's Fat Ball Guy Dan Cronin here. I want to talk a little bit about the Belmont. First, if you haven't signed up with Express Bet yet, FBG 200, you get 200 in your account. You get 200 free. Might as well take that for the Belmont Stakes, right? Let's get that in, get that loaded. But let's talk about the Belmont for just a second here. Social inclusion still on the fence. Obviously, he changes the whole race. If he's in the race, he's going to be in front. And if he's not in front, I'll be shocked, and Chrome will be stalking him. If he's not in the race, then Chrome's going to be in front, and there'll be 4 or 5 of them right behind Chrome taking their chances at him, a lot like Smarty Jones and a lot like they did with Seattle Slew. It's just a matter of how fast do they go to the 6 furlong marker. Social inclusion to me has very little chance, but you just never know. But I don't think he'll run. But if he does run, I think it's a mistake. That gets me to the second horse, Medal Count. Had a lot of discussion about Medal Count on Twitter. He is bred for a mile and a half, but he's bred for a mile and a half on turf, not on dirt, and definitely not on Big Sandy. So I would be shocked if Medal Count wins. That doesn't mean his class can't get him into third or fourth, as the other ones are all quitting. He may stagger home third or fourth. But in watching his dirt races, it's not like he's finishing very well. A subpar eighth. Yeah, he had a little trouble in the Derby, but he wasn't going to threaten the top 4 or 5 anyway. And he looked terrible at Gulfstream, and then even worse at Santa Anita. So I think he's a turf horse. I think he's a champion turf horse, and I think they're making a huge mistake running him here, even if he happens to hit the board. Right on Curlin, I think, is going to get a big rider change here to Johnny V. I think Johnny V will have him a lot closer than he was in the Preakness and the Derby. I think he'll only be a few lengths off of it. I'm just not sure he wants any part of a mile and a half, but he'll have every opportunity to hit the board. So you almost have to have him on any tickets you have. Wicked Strong, to me, is the upset chance here. He's the birdstone of this race. He's the one that's going to lay back. He's the one that works at New York. He's the one that all the connections are from New York. They're familiar with the surroundings. Everybody involved with this horse is familiar with Belmont. So if anybody's going to make a run at Chrome, it's going to be Wicked Strong. And then you got Tonalist has a big chance too. Not wild really about his Peter Pan. I think that slop race was an aberration. I think you just throw it out. Don't just ignore it and judge the horse on all the other races. I think he has a chance. I'm not sure he wants a mile and a half either. But again, his class should put him somewhere in the money. But I think they're all running for second if Chrome shows up and if that gate opens and he comes out of it. If what happened to War Emblem happens, what happens to Big Brown with the stupid starter standing right in the middle of the track, distracting Big Brown, that I still don't understand why the national media has never talked about. If those two come out, like that, if Chrome comes out like that, then obviously he can lose. But if he comes out, he pops the gate, he's 1, 2, 3 on that bend, and he's sitting in a snug hold. I'm not sure they can beat him, and obviously, betting wise, I hope he loses, but every other part of my body hopes he wins, for horse racing, for the future of horse racing, and for everything else involved. I want this horse to win. So that's a little bit about the Belmont for me. The way I'm going to play it is I'm going to single Chrome in the pick 4 and pick 3 and every other bet known to man. And then I'm going to have one ticket with all, where I'm going to single somebody else, maybe Beholder, or somebody in one of the other races once we get the forms. And then I'm going to take all, just in case chaos happens. I don't think you should be trying to pick other than Chrome. I really don't. I think if you're going to go against Chrome, I think you need to take all. I just think from a gambling point of view, that's the way you need to play it. You're trying to pick, well, this one might upset and that one might upset. I think that's a big mistake. I think what you want to do is find somebody in one of them earlier races and hit the all button in the Belmont and hope chaos happens. And if Chrome wins, you're still going to be happy anyway because we have a Triple Crown winner. So that's my take.